Hello peasants of YouTube, welcome to another That's Just Joe video. My name's Joe and that's about it. So I thought I'd do a video a little bit different today, and basically with Marvel's Phase 4 finished now, I wanted to basically rank it in a tier list, and I thought I'd just do a little fun video and see what you all think, and let me know in the comments below what you think. And if you want to find this tier list, you can go to the tier list website and type in the title above, and it's got all the films here. So obviously S is superior, and then D is like so anyway, let's rank the Marvel Phase 4 film and TV shows together. I mean, for me, starting with She-Hulk, I think that gets a B, to be honest. I really enjoyed She-Hulk. I thought it was a bit of a slow start in the beginning, a bit rushed in terms of how Jen Walters becomes She-Hulk and everything. But as the story went on, I just love the genre they went for, personally. I love the characters in it, and I had a lot of fun with it. And it was nice not to just take Marvel really seriously for once. It was kind of fun for them to play with the genre a little bit. Next we've got Eternals. That is a D for me. That is right at the bottom of the list. I remember being really excited about it because I was hearing so many great things, and it is beautifully directed. It's one of the most good looking Marvel films out there, definitely. But I came out of it kind of like I didn't enjoy it. I don't really like these characters. One of the characters I really liked died at the end, so I kind of wasn't enjoying it that much. But beautiful film, absolutely stunning film. And I remember Kevin Feige saying, maybe Best Picture, but unfortunately to get Best Picture, it's not just about how good looking it is, it's about the story as well, and it didn't quite work for me. What If, which is the Disney Plus series, that gets a C for me. Look, I really enjoyed What If, and I love these What If stories, and I'm really looking forward to season 2. But personally, there was just a few hit and misses. Basically, there was more misses than hits, to be honest. I think my favourite episodes was the Doctor Strange one, the Black Panther one. Those were the main ones I really liked from memory. So yeah, What If is at the sort of C tier. Hawkeye. Oh, this is a difficult one. I really loved the beginning of Hawkeye, but as it went on, I kind of started falling off it. So I think I'll be fair and give it a C as well, because I really like the character of Kate Bishop. I really like how they explored Hawkeye's personal life a little bit more, and obviously Rogers the musical. I think if Rogers the musical wasn't in there, it'd get a D. No, it was good, but just towards the end, it kind of fell flat for me. But I'm really hoping to see the character of Kate Bishop again. So I'm hoping for a Hawkeye season 2 or a Kate Bishop show. Black Widow. Oh, again, this is a difficult one. I was really loving the mood of the film when I first watched it. I was kind of liking where it went, but again, it just fell flat at the end for me. I don't think it belongs at the bottom tier. I think it's a C, to be honest. I think it's what happens is it's a very good looking film, and it feels very creative in terms of someone bringing their own flair in terms of direction and production and everything to it in the first half an hour, and then it becomes your sort of saturated Marvel film. So it goes there, and I just don't think we needed a Black Widow film as well. I don't think it was needed, but I love the David Harbour's character, Red Guardian. That was a fan favourite of mine, definitely. Shang-Chi, that goes in A for me. I really enjoyed Shang-Chi. It was really nice to have a origin story, taking me all the way back to 2007's Iron Man. It felt like I was back there as a 14-year-old kid in the cinema watching a new superhero I'll fall in love with. And I love, is it Simu Lee playing the character? I thought he was absolutely brilliant. And also the villain of the piece, his father, is fantastic. One of my favourite villains in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I just really love the dynamic between them both, and then obviously the confrontation towards the end. And it was a visually beautiful film, and again, other characters in it I really loved. Wakanda Forever. I think Wakanda Forever is going to be a B for me. I really enjoyed this film. Is it a B? I don't know. The problem is Wakanda Forever was shot during COVID, so there was a lot of problems in terms of the production of it. You could tell that there was a lot of restrictions in terms of what they could do, and the action was amazing though. But Namor is a huge hit for me in terms of a new Marvel Cinematic Universe character. I think I'm going to move to A, actually, because of Namor mainly, but also I love going back to the world of Wakanda. I think it's really brilliant. Also, it's the most emotional of all these films because of Chadwick Boseman's passing, and you really feel the hole he left when he died, and it's sad that we'll never see him play Black Panther again. But we have a new Black Panther, and I'm looking forward to the future of Black Panther. I'm a bit reserved about Letitia Wright, basically, because of her previous political views of COVID and anti-vax misinformation she gave. So that kind of jarred with me when I was watching the film. But anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about how we felt coming out of the film. So I think it is on the A, basically. I think it is on the A. So yeah, Wakanda Forever is great. What have we got here? Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Oh, it's going to be really controversial. There's lots of bits I love about it, but there's actually a lot I don't like about it, and that's in the D list. I was really disappointed in Multiverse of Madness. Not because there wasn't enough fan service and why didn't Tobey Maguire come back as Spider-Man in this one as well as No Way Home. It was just... I don't know, it didn't quite hit for me. I watched it a second time when it came out on Disney Plus, and I just wasn't feeling it. I still couldn't. I have to say again, like Eternals, it's brilliantly directed. So if anything, if you're gonna put these in first and second place, it would be Multiverse of Madness, as in the top of that food chain. I think it was well directed. Sam Raimi is so creative, and I really loved the art style of it. I love the special effects were amazing, again considering it was shot during COVID. I think it's one of the most successful of the D list. But yeah, I didn't get a thrill out of it, and I really wanted to see is it Scott Derrickson's Doctor Strange 2 with Nightmare and everything. That sounded really interesting, because hopefully we're going to get some of that in the future. Falcon and Winter Soldier, man, that is a poor... God, I just didn't. C. In terms of ranking as well on this C list, it's definitely at the top. What If is third. Yeah, that's about right. I Falcon and Winter Soldier. I loved the character of a US agent. I think he is absolutely terrifying, and I love the whole story arc of taking on the mantle of Captain America. I love Sam in this. Bucky is still a bit two-dimensional for me, unfortunately, but Sam's development going from the Falcon into Captain America is fantastic, and I was cheering at the end. I'm really looking forward to seeing him more in the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, definitely. Thor, fuck me, man, right at the bottom. I was so excited for this film. I was so excited. Again, I think it's a COVID thing with restrictions of what they could do. This is the problem with these Marvel films. A lot of the sort of Phase 4 stuff was shot during COVID. So I just remember coming out just thinking, this isn't it. It didn't give me the same feeling as Ragnarok. It didn't give me the same feeling as Thor. So I was a bit disappointed in that, to be honest. So yeah, maybe next time Thor. Moon Knight, oh god, B. Yeah, it's really good, Moon Knight. I can't give it the very top tier. I can't do that at all. It's really, really good, but I wanted to see more. That was the problem. It felt very short, and I felt like we could have had like 10 to 13 episodes of this, definitely, or 22. I think we could have really developed on this character, just more juice and everything. But I was very happy by the end of it. I thought it was fantastic, and I really hope they do another season, or at least bring back the characters in Moon Knight. Werewolf by Night is a B for me. I really enjoyed this, and in terms of ranking, Moon Knight comes first, She-Hulk last, and Werewolf by Night. Even though it's a Marvel special presentation, it's still set in the MCU, I believe, and I really enjoyed it. It was just completely different. This is what I mean when you give creatives, like directors and everything, to put their own stamp on stuff. You can make something really different, but also still feeding to the Marvel fans and everything. So I really liked how different it was. It was probably the most different Marvel project I've seen out of the culmination of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Miss Marvel is an A. Miss Marvel, I really, really loved Miss Marvel. I was very surprised by a lot of people complaining about it. Mainly racists. And in terms of ranking as well, I think Miss Marvel's a second on that A tier. I think Miss Marvel's fantastic, and I really love the character of Kamala Khan. And again, it's just that, you know, like Shang-Chi, being introduced to a new character that I can really get behind, and I just think she's fantastic and very three-dimensional, a lot like Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I kind of love the element that these teenagers who grow up in the MCU are living in this world as superheroes and villains and Eternals, I guess. So Miss Marvel, can't wait to see her again. Okay, so we've got 3 more films. We've got 2 more TV shows and 1 more film. I'm going to go to the TV show. So Loki, oh my god, I absolutely love Loki. I think it's fantastic. I think it's one of the best Marvel shows, but also one of the best things on television I watched that year. I thought Tom Hiddleston was incredible. This was the show I was not looking forward to when they first announced the Disney Plus TV shows, but I couldn't believe like how I felt after it. I was like, this was fantastic, and obviously it set the ground for the multiverse and variations and everything, so I think it did really well in that. And obviously one of the standout stars was Sylvie, Lady Loki, or just Sylvie, a variant of Loki. I thought she was absolutely brilliant. And also He Who Remains. I cannot wait to see how oh my god, Kang the Conqueror comes into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Very interested to see where they go with this character. The other TV show is WandaVision. That is an A, right at the top. I really, again, it's just how different it was, how original it was. Again, you give these creatives free reign on style and everything. Obviously, it ends up as a Marvel Cinematic Universe film / TV show by the end of it, but the majority of it, very creative, very mysterious, and very, very freaky. Very freaky TV show. And I'm glad it was a one-off. I'm glad they're not doing it again. They can't anyway because of the story. The last one, Spider-Man No Way Home. Now this is one I keep falling in love with and then falling out of love with, because every time I watch it I have a different opinion. The first time I watched it, obviously I went batshit crazy about how amazing this film is, but it was, and I have to admit, it's because of fan service. Like that is the main trope of that film. It delivers in terms of going, do you remember these guys and everything? And they brought back Toby and Andrew, which is incredible, and I know that's them listening to the fans when they did this film, but it also sets up the wider multiverse and everything. So it has purpose, and Peter's story by the end, absolutely fucking heartbreaking, and that is the things I really enjoyed about it. But the disappointment is that yes, it is fan service, and yes, it kind of detriments Tom Holland's Spider-Man because he's sort of inspired by his variations, which I think is sweet and everything, but also I really wanted to see Tom Holland grow as the character of Peter Parker / Spider-Man in his own right. I really, really wanted to see him grow without any inspiration from multiverse Spider-Man or anything. I wanted to see this character in this world kind of not depend on their wisdom, really. But it's a great film. You can't lie. It was one of the biggest films of this phase because everyone was hoping for what happened, and it happened. And I'm gonna have to put it at the top. I really love Spider-Man No Way Home. It's definitely one of my Spider-Man films, and it's probably the most rewatchable Marvel film of this phase. It really is, because you spot well, you don't spot new things, but you spot a lot of more things, basically. Every time I watch it, I'm like, oh, I don't remember this bit, or oh, I don't remember this bit. Oh, yeah, Daredevil's in it. You know, there's a lot of that, but I love the interaction with the free Spider-Man. And I can't wait for my Hasbro Legends free Spider-Man variants coming in next November. So yes, that is my ranking of Marvel Phase 4. What do you think? I would love to know your opinions on my opinions on Marvel Phase 4. I really want to know what you think. So comment below and make sure you like the video. I'll definitely be doing more of these sort of videos in the future with Phase 5 and 6. And, you know, make sure you subscribe as well, because subscribe, because I will be updating you on the latest geek news. So thank you for watching, and may the force be with you. Shit, wrong film.